Hello lovelies, I know it's been a very long time and I'm kicking off my return to the YouTube and scrapbooking in general with Kiki's, oh there he goes, with Kiki's Scrapbooking from the Heart collaboration YouTube hop. And what month are we in? August. August's mood board is this one. So what we do is we're given this mood board by Kiki and we can pick anything to sort of get inspiration for our layout, and for me it's always the story. But it's also Saturday, and every Saturday Pineapple Papers, which is Crystal Barrett's alter ego, she does the Mouse Scraplift You. It's usually every May, but it's been so successful she's continued it every Saturday. And since this is Kiki's hop, I thought what better person to scraplift this month than Kiki herself. So this is the layout I'm going to scraplift. I'm going to try. Kiki's done an awesome job with this one. She's put lots of stuff on it, and you know how I feel about lots of stuff. And I also thought that the colours kind of reminded me of that. Now, relax. What is it about this mood board that sort of formed my story? And it was this quote that sort of resonated with me. It's all about finding the calm in the chaos. And I quite liked this little chart thing, all these blues and greens. For some reason, that immediately made me think of this paper. And generally One Canoe 2 has got very sort of outdoorsy green and natural kind of coloured papers, and that I think also reminded me of the colours that Kiki has used in this layout. So it was all working. Now, what this quote immediately made me think of this little guy, not so little guy because he's kind of fat. You saw him, because I just printed these photos, and whenever he hears the selfie firing up, he plays with it. Now, I'll link that video down below. I know you've probably seen it before. If you haven't, it's rather funny. And I'm also going to link the Kiki's process video for her layout. It's probably from about a year ago. The calm in the chaos bit is that he sleeps anywhere. I'm going to pick just one of these two. I'm not sure which one yet. But he's sleeping on my desk when I was working on my Mac. And under him, I kid you not, there are punches, there are ink pads, there are mist bottles, there are applicators. It's all a great big hard lumpy mess. Why? Why would you do that when you can sleep on a bed? Here, he's chosen to use a pillow. It's a little container that the Not Pink Crafty Hubster has filled with all different types of stones that he used, like special stones, not ones from outside, that you use to sharpen knives and other stuff with. And yeah, again, why would you do that? Here it's a little bit more comfortable because I'm sorting papers on my bed, scrapbooking papers to file away. I was in a big box of Too Hard and I decided to tackle that, and he's decided to help. Of course he has. So I'll pick 3 of those and I'll put them down the side here. And instead of a portrait photo here, I found this quote and I thought it just perfectly resonates. It's from a book called All the Wrong Questions, Shouldn't You Be in School? Now that is a whole separate saga and a question that I pretty much ask Max multiple times a day. Anyway, it's a Lemony Snicket quote. You cannot wait for an untroubled world to have an untroubled moment. In the meantime, it is best to grab what wonderful moments you find lying around. And I thought that kind of, it's definitely a philosophy that this little guy adopts. How are we going to start? Obviously, the One Canoe 2 papers. This being a housey sort of print paper, I thought that kind of plugged in with the story a little bit. This one, initially I thought maybe for a background. I'm not 100% sure. Other than that, I've got a bunch of Jen Hadfield papers from her last couple of collections. Oh, there's another One Canoe 2. I thought that would be this Let's Be Lazy and, you know, all that kind of thing. These are from Jen's last couple of collections, and also ones that I thought would work. Pages, Bungalow Lane. I have the paper pads somewhere. I've also got 12 by 12 sheets. So A lot of the ones from Paige's Bungalow Lane, if you haven't looked at it already, they're either quilty type patterns or sort of have got like a fabricy type texture. And this one, it looks like, you know, if you look really close at a jumper or something, it's got the, you can see the sort of lines of thread or knitting. So this one might work as a background. If you watch this video, over here, she's got two strips of ripped paper. One is a brown and another one is a map print. So that's where I thought these guys could probably come in. So I've got my photos, and I think I'll put this guy in the middle because he's facing this way here and he's facing that way on those other two. And Kiki's put 2 layers behind each of her photos. I'm going to do at least that much. And the journal card that goes here. Anyway, so I've got blues, I've got greens, I've got this various shades of red and pink and peach. And then I've got some that are slightly more patterned, and I'll probably add them somewhere in the stack. So I can either do them all different, or I could do these the same and these the same. I don't know. So I'm just going to chuck it on fast forward and see what happens. So some bright spark thought she turned the camera on when she didn't actually. So 3 stacks of paper underneath the photos. These I haven't adhered yet. I did trim the border down from this card. Where Kiki's used this joy, I found this, and I think that would work quite nicely in terms of what the story is, especially if I pop it up, then it doesn't really matter what's underneath it. I'm going to stick these down now. I'm going to have to commit because I'm going to use glue dots, since this lifted up edge is going to cause all kinds of grief, and they're going to give a little bit of dimension as well. So these permanent ones, perfect. I'm going to put down this quote first, and then I've drafted my journaling on the back, so if I write teeny tiny, I'll see. Now that that's all down, this isn't stuck down, but I'm just keeping it there. The fun bit, finding lots of little bits and pieces. I've allocated stuff to various places. It may or may not be where it's going to stay, but I think what I'll do is I'll ink it up and put down what I have, or at least most of it, and then I can still see what else I need to do. I mean, and I definitely will want to come in with some kind of sprinkly bits, maybe some mist. Yeah. probably as good as I'm going to get it. I've shaken up some gold mist and I'm going to just try sprinkling just over the embellishment areas. There's quite a few slightly shiny stickers, so I'm ready with the baby wipe to wipe it off, although it does dry on some of them. The only thing I may want to do later is go around, because the letters from the sticker book were so delicate I didn't even want to try inking them. They do need it though, so I might just go over them with the brown pen. But for now, let's try this and see what happens. Yeah, what hell if I actually find that it surprises me how well it dries on stuff that's supposed to be shiny. And I'm just completely missing my target. Okay, that button is not going to work on that. One or two of the stickers have some gold, but adding that mist just kind of makes it a little less random. And the last thing I'm going to do, if I could stay in frame, that would be excellent, is some of these little pearl things. These are the ones that don't like to be moved. I'm just going to put them in all the places. Overkill? Almost certainly. So I'll put some stills once everything's dry at the end of the video, and I will also come in with the dates once I figure them all out. So thanks so much for watching, and hopefully things will get a little bit more organized and a little bit less chaotic as I get my groove back. But, well, you know, I can't promise anything. So please check out the rest of the girls who are doing scrapbooking from the heart. The link will be there, and also the girls who are doing the Saturday mouse Scraplift due. So thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you back soon. Bye!